Hey, what's up? Alright, so yeah, I got a free pass for Xbox Live, so I was able to transfer my worlds over. Um, Now, unfortunately, you have to use the Windows capture equipment, so I'm still using OBS, so you're just gonna see it, um, just for a bit, and then you'll also see my, my, what is it? I guess it'd be my taskbar. So, what's up there? Is it 503? Okay, so let me see here. So I went ahead and transferred. Excuse me. I went ahead and transferred my. I used the realms. Got a free membership, um, and I was able to transfer all of my worlds, my old worlds. So I kind of wanted to see what was broken and what was not. And this is actually a, current. It's a current map that people have really wanted me to do something with. You guys can see that it is the Xbox original world that was modified using a program, so I could make it a void world. I kind of wish, there might be a mod out there where I could get rid of the rest of the world, but for right now, I'm just kind of using this. Okay, so I don't really like my. See here, where is it? It's not really the world I want to access, but let's see here. Would it be under? It's not under profile or video settings. It should be under. Would it be game? So it's obviously on creative. It doesn't say it's a flat because, yeah, because it's a modified world. Um, Reset weather cycle. Negative on that. Yeah. Drops. I actually am going to shut that off. Keep inventory, yes. Do daylight circle, no. Always day, yes. Anything else? I kind of wish I could make my, see here. There's audio, video, profile. I don't want to mess with the profile. Controller, mouse, accessibility, multiplayer. Okay, well, this will work. This will work. Let me go ahead and just do this. Okay, resume game. So I was hoping to make this a little smaller on the bottom here. I don't remember how to change it. I thought my UI was changed, and I did download my own skin. So yeah, this won't work because I used a monostable on it. So with all my elevators, this is the one thing that needs to be changed, and that is we need a hopper drop. So we just get rid of this. And then a comparator. So much easier, geez, doing it this way than. Okay, and I think I will need a torch here. I got a torch? Nope. Let's see. Don't really need that many, but I do need a lot of redstone. Okay, let's go ahead and put these things where I like them. Redstone torch, comparator, hopper dropper, sticky pistons, got all that stuff, and a map. I actually am curious, does this carry over? A void world shows up as just being black. That looks really funny. If you look at it, doesn't that look like something hilarious? That is hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and throw that away. Alright, so this is going to be our input. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to leave all these timings on. This is going to come back through and reset this. We just need to get the power into this block. So something like that should work. Now this should be ready to go. Yeah, this should be ready to go. Should probably do the smaller one first, but now obviously this is not going to be able to stop on any floors, and the main reason for that is that we're using these monostables instead of T flip-flops, which I'm going to go ahead and switch them over to that one. But I just wanted to see if the tallest one worked. So we go ahead and get in here. Okay, I don't know why it stopped us here. Yeah, that was weird. So, I have a lot of monostables to change on this thing. So, I would say this wouldn't just be a simple just convert over thing. I think I can see the modder, the guy that modded when I modded this game over from Xbox. You can actually see his little code there. It's pretty funny. It's really hard to believe that that's how small the Xbox 360 was. I don't know how I ever played survival on it. Seriously, I don't know how I did it. It's crazy. Okay, so if we were going to convert over something, we would definitely not want to start with this big one here. And I'm going to go ahead and say that since I know some stuff about this, do we have concrete on here? I'm just going to stick with wool on this one. So, see, so I want to put that there. And we're just basically going to put all of these in so we can actually ride it all the way up and see, does it even work? Because it is a really tall elevator. Okay, all of these are active. Okay, all the floors should be up as well, which would mean like that. This one's not. Gonna leave that one up. This one should be up. Is there any other ones that are down? Yeah, these all use monostables, so it's not going to work on here anymore. So this is basically never going to work again, this little thing here. Yeah, then this block adds in. You know, I can switch this over relatively easy though. The footprint that we have here, we should be able to switch it over relatively easy. But I don't know about this one. Maybe. It does look like it. Yeah, actually I think this is going to be an easy conversion looking at it again. Yeah, what the hell is that doing there? I think that's to force the update. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here to the 3 high version. Now, can we... So we can actually die? That's crazy. Okay, well, that used to not be there back in the day. I can see a block under there. You see that? Weird. Alright, so I'm just going to do the same thing. This one looks like it's already been switched over. I already did this, I think. Yeah, I already switched that over. So now I can go ahead and switch these other ones over. Should be relatively easy. Let's go ahead and just... like so. I recently learned that this doesn't actually matter if it's there or not. I mean, not now. It used to, though. So we're going to want to switch this out. So I don't know what this is powering here. Weird. Why is that powering nothing? Yeah, what the hell? Oh, that is, excuse me, that is actually there to cause the monostable to work regardless. So now we can get the power from here, and we can get rid of that. So something I could do is just put the torch here, and then we can invert the signal, meaning that when it's off, we get a signal. When it's on, we don't get a signal. So it shouldn't matter. Okay, so that's like stock. That's like it was before. Okay, so the next thing we would want to do would be, we need to do the same up here. We need to replace this with a T flip-flop. We shouldn't actually need, anything. Just this. And it should just work. So, yeah, I'll eventually do a tutorial on this. You know, it's not that difficult. The wiring, I mean, this is a 3 high. It's very easy to wire up. It's not very hard. And I do think that knowing what I know now, I can probably get this to be smaller. Anyway, so this is going to come through and complete the signal. Now we might lose some timings. There might be some timing changes here. But that does look okay. I mean, it looks like it's going to work. And then I don't even think that this even works. It doesn't power anything, so we don't need that. We just need to make sure the signal gets to this gray line, and that's all that matters. Yeah, a lot of this stuff's over engineered. So yeah, as long as the power goes through there, none of this matters. And we can make the bottom floor automatic now. Seriously, like when the elevator comes up, we'll just power it ourselves. There's no reason to have this on the top floor. It's something I still to this day regret doing, that you have to hit the, you know, I wanted it to be realistic. I wanted it to be realistic, but yeah. I wanted it to be realistic, but I didn't want it to be like messed up. Okay, so when the elevator comes, and the power will come through here, it will, I want it to go into that. You can see that this is not going to work anymore. I might have to change all of these. So, yeah. Actually, it would work. The problem is it doesn't, I mean, you can just do this now. You can just have them come by and it's going to automatically connect through. So like that would be good. Yeah, that's all you need. There's nothing more. Just a simple, yeah, should be fine like that. Get some good timing off it as well. And then when the elevator turns on, it should power these off, so it just makes that top floor automatic. So you no longer have to hit the button. It's, you know, there's no reason to have it. So now we just need to check, does this work? Okay, so it did come up to the floor, but it did extend past what we wanted it to. So that means that this came down, it came through here, and it was able to get the power through. And it does look like I'm getting the power from, okay, getting the power from a different location than normal. Normally I get it from the green circuit, so this is going to require a delay, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and just move this away. So we're just going to basically do that, and then that should come through. What's up, Sash McFlash? Comments on the screen. Yeah, you like the comments on the screen? It's actually what I normally see, but because because of the way I have this, get rid of this light. It makes everything laggy. Okay. So now we need to do the same with this bar. We need to make it fully automatic. so we can get rid of this. Okay, so we do need to send the power through there, but we do not want... There's no reason to have the line hooked up twice. So this is going to come through here, turn on the T flip-flop, and stop it there. And then when we want to stop on the way down, this is going to send a signal and turn it off. Yeah, I should turn it off. See, where this should actually be hooked up to this, but it's not. Okay, where am I getting? So when this block is down, this is going to power through here, and we need to have it reset this. So do I have this on a reset? So the power comes down through here, and it will power through this and then reset everything. But it also hits the instant extension up at the same time. Okay, so we might end up needing that. Yeah, we might end up needing that. Okay. So let's see. How's it going? Any success? Yeah, it's successful. I mean, I kind of already knew that this would be the best. This was my most, modern design on here. So I kind of thought that they might want to switch out. I thought they were going to get rid of monostables a long time ago, and then when they didn't get rid of them, I felt safe. And of course, as soon as I did, you guys can see you can see what happened. So we could actually lift this up, but the one thing I do need to do is figure out why is it that even though we have this in a lower position, when I send a signal through here, why does it continue past this? Which that would actually say that the timings on it are wrong. I'd say it has to do with this piston coming down and touching this line. Which we can actually, we could actually switch it now. Let's see, we don't need that there. Okay, this is going to work like that. Let me see. So there is some timings here, so let me see what happens when I hit the down button. That seems to work okay. Let's try instant extension. Yeah, you guys can see that the instant extension worked, but this didn't turn on fast enough to actually stop it. So what it means is that this is actually beating, this circuit's actually beating, this is beating it down, which would say that we could actually lift this up. We could lift all this up, I think, for sure. We could actually go about that high. That would lift it up there. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about not going to worry about that just yet. Now I am, however, going to leave that there just in case, but I do think we would probably want to... We would probably want it to come up about right here. Come up here. Yeah, so that would lift it up. And then I could bring this through here. And we could do this. And then this could go up by one. I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna do this because I know that it automatically connects to the piston. So there's, there are some things that make it better. Okay, so let's see what happens here. The floor isn't gonna raise up, but okay. That's not going to activate either because we don't have it hooked up. So I do need to hook this up here. Do need to hook this up, but we need to figure out a better way now. Yeah. We need to figure out an easier way. I mean, we can technically just have the redstone here now. It doesn't matter. It's just going to automatically connect. So in some areas this is better, and then in other areas not so good. So we're going to get like an instant, like as soon as I hit this button, it's going to just instantly pop this thing up. So I just need to get the power to it. So I could use the button, but I'm going to go ahead and say there's no reason to do that. I'm going to say that we need to have it powered all the time, which would mean we would need to get the power from here. We need to get the power from this location, which you can see that we're actually using it. So I could try, well, I wouldn't want to lower this down. Yeah, we don't even need that there. That's only to power this thing, which doesn't need to be here. Yeah, they change stuff so much. It's just like makes things simpler on some hands, but then on when you're on here, it can make it more complicated. But simply switching out everything here for the T flip-flops is going to solve every problem that we have. So yeah, so I can get rid of this as well. And if we were going to do it anyway, we would want it to come up to here anyway. I mean, at the highest point, you know. Yeah, I could even, I would say I could probably even make it up one, just to make it look a little better. And then that goes down there and then powers everything. Yeah, it works. It'll work like that. And that'll make it so we can put this gray circuit, put it up higher. And since we don't need any of this other stuff here, yeah, we don't need any of that. We can get it off of a higher location. Let's see, grab this gray circuit. So we just want that gray circuit going in there. So something like that would be good. Go like this. We would technically want it to... I think because this is just a button, I think it's much easier just to get rid of all of this because we don't need it anymore. And we'll just have the button hooked directly to it like so. Yeah. So the green circuit will power this circuit, which we don't need. This is going to come through and not be powered, so we'll want to do that there. Actually, this doesn't even need to be here because this floor is automatic now. I'll leave that just in case. We can get rid of that. So it's basically just getting power off of this pink circuit here. Like that. So that'll come through, and then we just need to steal the power from this. I'm going to go ahead and take... let's see here. I'm going to take it from there, I think. The highest point. Okay, for the instant extension. So that's going to power our two repeaters, which I don't think we're going to need them. I think it's only going to need to be that much, and then we can just have it lift up from here. Yeah, it shouldn't matter now. It'll change some timings, but it should be fine. I mean, other than that. Okay, so the next thing we'd want to do is have it be both. We want it to power both of those at the same time. We want it to power that, and then meanwhile come back around. Okay. Yeah, that's all that's needed is just the reset. So when you want to do an instant extension, yeah. So if I was to do an instant extension right now, this is technically ready. So you would call it up to you, and it would instantly extend. Now obviously we have this floor set here, so let me turn that off. Okay, that's reset. Okay, let's try it again. It's not staying up. Oh yeah, it is staying up. Okay, so this is not right. Okay, let's see. Right now, when this is active, oh okay, so I still haven't gotten the power off of this to power that rail, which if this rail's not powered, if this isn't powered, then yeah, okay, so I'd like to get the power from here, honestly. I'd like to get the power from there, but what's up, Pedro? So I'd like to get the power from there, but we're already using that power. So, I mean, I could lower everything back down by 1, but I think we're fine here. I just need to get power off of this. So I could either, I mean, just temporarily, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a... Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll put a... we'll put it like that. And then I'll put a... That's going to power this. I do not speak Portuguese. I do not. Okay, something like that should be fine for right now anyway. Okay, so now we just got to power it. So I could technically use this, but I'm going to say that we're going to have to do that. So it's going to come down and power this. And then that should turn the floor on or off. Okay, let's check it. Okay, so that's up. That is in, so that works. Okay, let's see what happens when I hit the down button. Okay, and it goes down nice. It looks laggy as crap, but lowers the floor. That is horrid, but it works. The way you go back and forth is so funny. Okay, the floor never came in, and this never lifted me. So that means that this, when I hit the power button, did not power the piston, even though it should have, and then it should have came in here, and it should have lifted this up. Let's see here. Okay, let me see here. So, if this didn't get... Every time you hit this, it should actually... That drops it, and then you jump into it. Yeah, it did not extend it. Okay, we're going to do something a little different. We're just going to bring it 1 down. And I want to get rid of that. I want to get the power from this. So I want to send the power from this over here So like power from that. This is going to power through that, so we don't want it there. I guess we could do this. Yeah, that shouldn't matter. Okay, and then this would be going through there. Is it me, or is the footage smoother? Yeah, well, it should be. This thing's not rendering what it should be rendering. And it's optimized a hell of a lot better. To be honest, it's pretty much the only selling point for this is that you can play with 60. Like I think I'm loading 60 chunks. Yeah, if you think about it, that is the entire Xbox 360 world loaded. And I can see the edges, so if we were to go to settings, you guys can see here that I have the rendering distance on 80 chunks. So, yeah. Yeah, it sucks you can't do more than this. Anyway, we got everything on here, so yeah, I was just curious, you know, because I'm thinking of doing a tutorial on this. It's been a long time since I've done a tutorial. I can clean that up a hell of a lot better, but it is a super simple circuit. It doesn't actually need to have this on it, and I have that new circuit I can add on to here that will make this thing just look, you know, the animation will be much better on the way down. So we're getting our power from up here now, and it's directly hitting that. So the elevator should be in the up position, so we hit the down. I don't know why it went up and down like that. Very strange. I'm going to say that we're going to need to add that in there. There you go. See if that fixes it. Still did it. Yeah, and it's coming back up. So this reset line is not getting down. Yeah, the reset line's not getting down to it. Wait a minute. It doesn't need to be there. Oh yeah, it does, because of the way this is made. Heh. Okay. Makes sense. That has to come through, power that. Oh, and this can be changed too. This can be on 2 ticks now. Now technically we want this on no delay here. There we go. So 2 ticks there. And then we have a 3rd tick here. And then this should be on none. And then this should be on 2. So out of experience, I'm going to go ahead and say that the best place that I could get my, instead of doing that, I should do it like this. So what's happening here, to me, it looks like this is traveling down. It comes through here, and it's supposed to turn this off, which it's not doing. Could be a problem. Let's actually check it again. Yeah, the power is not actually getting down here and turning this off for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be okay. Could be some redstone missing, maybe. And then that's powering the rail. Well, that one's working. That we can fix. Why is this up? Should be down. Oh, the elevator's not up. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's getting 2 pulses, it looks like. So let's see what causes it. So I hit this and it comes through here and starts going down. Meanwhile, this goes through here and I'm assuming gets powered. So let's check it out. So yeah. So I can see what's happening is that this is popping up way too early. Yeah, it's popping up. I'll say it's popping up a hell of a lot, just way too early. So let's see here. If we're hitting this here, so we're getting basically when we hit the down button, we're sending 2 pulses, and this needs to be delayed quite a bit. So I hit the down button. It did work there. Required a lot of ticks though. So this could actually be fixed by just simply lowering it. I could use a torch tower as well. So I could pretty much take it from a lower vantage point. But this is probably the best way, honestly. It's the simplest way. Okay, so next thing is when we hit the up button. So yeah, so that's what's going on here is that we need to. This needs to be like that. So 12 ticks. That should time it up. I mean, we really haven't changed anything, but with my new experience, Pedro says something I can't understand in Portuguese. Is it me or is the footage smoother? Yeah, it definitely looks better. Yeah, it's not optimized, the PC version, but if you think about it, this game's not really running. It's not really running like it's supposed to, if you ask me. You know, all of this stuff, you know, it doesn't have to calculate the monostable blocks. It doesn't have to calculate, you know, basically the redstone just attaches to anything near it, which is kind of garbage and trash, if you ask me. Which, yeah, anyway, get rid of these lights. This causes a lot of lag too, those lights. Okay, do I have... Yeah, I don't have anything on that. Okay, that's good. Alright. That looks fine to me. I do think that this is going to be an issue. Okay, so this comes down here, hits that, goes through there. Okay, let's see what happens now when I hit the. You can see that the circuit actually starts going up before. Yeah, when I hit the up button, so when I hit this button here, the elevator starts traveling up, which would say that we would need a pulse extender here. Yeah, because this should only travel down, not up. So what we want to have happen is we want this torch to be forced off. So I could, just to test it, let's see if this will actually help it. Okay. I would say, yeah. So when this comes down, it's going to actually power this. Okay, so let's see what happens now when I hit that. Let's see. So what's happening here is when I turn this off, okay, so this powers all of this. Nothing above should be affected. Yeah, this should all shut off. So I hit this. This thing flips over and turns. Turns off. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I think what's happening is I think that the circuit is allowing power through it. So when you hit instant extension, it turns this off, causing this to flip over, which it shouldn't. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that I think that what's wrong with this circuit is the placement of this red circuit. It's just in a really bad position. But let's see if we can do something with it. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so the power when the power was added through here, okay, the power was added through here, a pulse was sent, and then, yeah, this yellow circuit is absolutely a problem. Yeah, it's a serious problem, and the way that this is flipping over, I'm gonna go check something real quick. So when I hit this, this pushes it down, making it so it can't pop up. So this would extend, powering both of these. What the hell is this? Is this a new piston? Look at it, it's all tore up. Okay, so the timings here are actually shit compared to what we have. So I'd say the only difference that I'm getting here is that Maybe I do need to power the yellow circuit from a lower position. And that's actually what's going on here. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's see if we actually were to, because we've took a lot of time off of this. If I actually put this here, what the hell? Come on. Don't be a biznatch. This is gonna power through here. And if we power it there, it's not gonna work. So we want it to be, let's see, slime. Okay, let's try just a couple blocks down. Okay, so this is gonna basically extend it. I'm actually thinking this yellow circuit's completely not necessary for this, but I just want to see. So if I was to send the power here instead, maybe? Maybe it would give it enough time to stop it. Because, yeah. So now what's happening is that green circuit is not getting power through. But that definitely helped it. But I'd say that it's almost pointless to have it there. It's just helping it to extend a couple of ticks. But it did work. Yeah, this is not working correctly. Let's see here. I can actually see it what's wrong here. This would have to actually be into there in order to get it to travel down the circuit and power this thing. Why is there no redstone in there? It's another thing that would cause an issue, but let's see what happens now. There we go. Okay, so we turned it off. Yeah, working now. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, it should be working out. Now we just need to figure out why this isn't going down. When you hit this button... Oh, this doesn't have to be hooked up. It gets rid of all the problems because there's no reason to send insta-call except for when you hit up. So we don't need to reset anything. And we're getting the power from right here, which can be adjusted. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, this ain't gonna matter, so we won't need this. Yeah, that is probably the say the this pretty much says it's so fast that when you hit the button, as long as it sent the signal to the green circuit and it came up, you really don't need to have instant extension on this. But hey, because if you extend it here, which is makes it faster. Yeah, I'm only giving this just a head start by extending it. So it basically makes the elevator extend to here, and then it starts going up the elevator. And if this isn't shut off, if the power doesn't shut off this circuit in time, then all crap starts happening. So okay, so yeah, I mean, I can't really justify this being here. Honestly, it's just kind of... Yeah, I would say that we could probably get the same effect if we were to just send a pulse down the green circuit, or just hit down instead of up. Let's see what happens when we do that. So if I hit down, obviously it's going to do that, but if we were to hit, so up would stop the monostable, but I want to see if we were to remove this and connect. Yeah, so yeah, if I hit down to call it up, and it was to hit both of them, so the floor is set. So if we hit, let's see, we hit up, so now if we call it down to us, yeah, it's actually, I don't know, I think it's better with the instant extension. I think it's justified. I think that we just need to basically figure out a better way to power it is all. Like I could do this. We could also put a ton of delay on it. So that it doesn't actually get to it in time. That's probably the next option. So let's try that. So we have 3 here, which would mean we could run... We just need time is what we need. We need time. I'm going to go ahead and try 4 on this. So when you hit the up button, it's going to send the pulse through here. This is going to basically, go clunk, and then this is almost 2 seconds later, but let's do that. So that's basically going to give us 3 ticks, the same as below. Let's see if that actually solves our problem. Yeah, so the floor drops. Let's see how close we can make this. Let's go ahead and remove a repeater. Let's try just 2 repeaters and see if that's enough. Yeah, just 2 is enough. It just needs to beat this, which is basically 1, 2 ticks, 3 ticks. So technically, I think this should even be okay, because that will basically be 1, and then that's 5 ticks of delay. Let's check it. That piston popping up says that we do need a little bit more delay. Let's try, that's technically 6 ticks of delay. Yeah, 6. Let's see, 7 ticks of delay. Whoa, that one was bad. Hey, what's up, Alpha? So I'm in the Windows 10 edition. I was just trying to see what I need to do to fix this. Yeah, we still got a little bit of a hop there. I'm going to say that this might be the perfect timings, but I'm going to say that just having a full 8 on there seems to be the best. So let's see. Yeah, and that extends up so fast. It's definitely worth it, honestly. It has better timing than that down there does. That's actually pretty sweet. And I would say that if I put my new circuit on this, I could technically make this version 7 and I can fix the animation on it, the bad animation, just by adding in 2 more repeaters. So I could come on this world and convert it over. But so this is just one world, and seeing what we have to change. Some stuff's easier, some stuff's harder. Seriously. Let's try riding it. So I do want to stop on this floor. Let's go ahead and stop on that floor. It really throws you around. That is hilarious. Okay. Seems decent. Now I do know this, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop on the way down, unfortunately. Yeah. It shouldn't stop. There's just not enough time there. So what it means is that I have to get the power from somewhere else. Like right now, I'm getting the power from here. And it's coming through there. So what I would have to do is basically get it from one spot higher on the green circuit. Yeah, one spot higher. And that might help. And then I'd probably want to have to reset. Let's see. We want it to come through and reset this first thing so that it stops as fast as possible. And then I think we could probably put this on 4 ticks. And then we don't need it to be a we don't need it to be like that no more. Yeah. Yeah, we should be okay. Okay. Let's see what happens now. So that floor is actually active. Just have it go up. Okay. So going down. Okay. Let's call it back up to us. And it's active. And there we go. That really was not that bad at all. And I would say that this would be super easy to do a tutorial on. Honestly. Yeah, the reason why it'd be so easy is because it's just so fast. Kind of just get rid of that for a sec. Observerless. Let me see. Observerless at this point. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's no reason to have them on this. It's actually so fast. We don't need to do it. But I will say this: it's big enough to where, honestly, I'm gonna add in some circuitry here next time we do a stream. And I'll add in the new circuit, the one that gives it better timing on the way down. I just wanted to see if it would work, honestly. That's all I really wanted to see was, will this work? Is it easy? Because I mean, there's a couple things where it's like I kind of knew that it would help me with elevators, and that is right here. So because it automatically hooks in. I don't need to have any repeaters or anything here. So if you look, it comes through here, and I get zero delay because it just automatically attaches to those pistons. So it's like I have two repeaters there. So for an elevator like this, it makes it super simple. But on the other side of it, I could say that I know that an observer will detect and give a signal. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is what I was going to use on the PC version for the floors, for the doors actually. So if we have our floor here on like that, right, and then I'm powering, say I'm powering this from this side, right? I want to power that from this side, and then I want to grab a observer. Now this would only work. This would only work on the PC version because, you know. But this is what I'm thinking is that because, yeah, on the PC version, this will actually detect from one block away. So it's kind of like this. So if I have this here, if I have it like this, let's just say, right? So it will transfer through the. Should actually transfer through. It's not detecting through that. Okay, well that's not going to work then. Yeah, it's different on here, so I can't really say. Because what I'd like it to do is to actually be detected, and then it should monostable this block while this one's being powered. So it'll be like that. Now, there is another thing that can be done, and that is I could use a slime block and just have one single piston pushing two slime blocks in the elevator. The problem is it doesn't get rid of this shitty line, if you ask me, that comes from the floor, and I want to get rid of that altogether. But the only way you can do that is either have the wiring come all the way around here, or to send it directly through the elevator. The problem is all of this is being used, so even if I was to put, you know, the observer, you know, here, right, or even below, down here, it's not going to really help us any. It won't help us any because it's going to make it so that it's only going to extend when the one below it extends, which is probably not the right speeds we're looking for. So, yeah. But you're right. It is observerless at this point. But yeah. So the other thing I could do too is to use a slime block to move the stuff into place. So I have one single piston on this one and cause it to push, you know, and close the door. The problem with that is that, you know, if I did have a door here, all of this has to go. But there's enough room in it, considering. So I did want to see one more thing here. So I put all of these blocks back in. I wanted to see, will that get stuck? Right now, this is actually stuck on the on position, so I would probably want to just send it down, and then, like I said, I'll probably spend some time tomorrow off stream and mess around on here a little bit. Yeah, you know, in order to use my custom PC skin, that it makes me have to click it every single time I load the game. It's kind of BS if you ask me. Okay. So we should be going all the way up. I should probably, you know, I'm going to check to see if there's any active floors. We'll see based on these lights here. Yeah, this floor is active. Should not be. Okay, any other floors? The top floor is active. Doesn't need to be. Alpha Dog, that's really weird and dumb. Which part? Which part's really weird and dumb? The fact that the pistons are automatically connected? Yeah. Oh, how about a torch dial to pick floors? Torch dial. Yeah, that's actually what this is already. When you push it, it goes to only that floor, but you can activate it from any floor. How have you? Oh, wait a minute. How you have to click it every time? How do you have to click it every time? Well, these don't work because monostables don't work on this. I'll show you. I don't know if you know what a monostable is, but this is a monostable circuit, and it used to be one of the most efficient ways to get a power switch, which that's what this elevator uses. It uses it, but if we check this out, you'll see that it does not. That there's no way. There's no way to make it do that. Now, let's see. You said how for your custom skin you have. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I totally forgot I even said that. You know, it's funny. Yesterday I was actually having a diabetic, not seizure, but I was definitely having a diabetic issues. And I don't take insulin, but it basically is telling me, hey, I shouldn't be, because you can have weird stuff, but look at this. That is so funny. Why wouldn't it let me out? There we go. Okay, so I see why I got stuck here. Because that needs to be in there. Okay, so these are set right. Let's try this again. Um, oh, wow, that's terrible, man. Hope you get that figured out and all is well. Let me see. Uh, are you talking about this? Uh, yeah, no, it's fine. Uh, you know, all it means basically is that all of these right here, all of these and these just need to be switched out with T flip-flops. And that's it. There's nothing more to it. But it's funny, I have 80 chunks loading on this, which is crazy. Look at what it does. It sticks me left and right. That's crazy. Hey, look, this piston's not extended. So it's another one that wasn't extended. Why isn't that piston extended? You see it? Oh, what the hell? Why is this missing here? Huh? Lol. That is weird. That should not be missing. Would an Enderman steal it or something? And Enderman was like, thanks, motherfucker, yeah. He meant your diabetic attack. Yeah, you can, just by me reading the chat, can you guys tell that there's something wrong with me? Like my, yeah. There's more to it than that. It's not just diabetes, but my doctor believes that I'm starting to show signs of concussion syndrome, which is actually from, I'll just say, just being too adventurous as a kid, but I've had probably 14 concussions in my life, and they weren't because I played football, So we're talking probably gonna, I'm starting to get scar tissue. Look at how crazy this is. Holy smokes, man. Are you serious? Just happened to have that one. That's the only reason I got stuck. Yeah. My diabetic seizure was basically, it wasn't a seizure, it was just basically what happens is I start getting a headache, and I start having a really hard time concentrating, and then I get super irritable. And then the signs of it are that you get really confused easily. So me and my son are playing yesterday. We go into the nether. And then I get killed because I don't even bother to look. And next thing I know, I mean, it's hilarious footage, but it's not, it's not purposeful. But yeah, I was completely out of my damn mind, honestly. It's out of my out of my mind. I was just like, it's quite horrible. It's not the worst thing though. I mean, I have another thing too where it's not actually because of that. Like, yeah. So there's another thing that's wrong with me. And I mean, I'm not going to give too much details of it, but I will just say, I'll just say, I guess the easiest way to put it would be, okay, holy crap, that's a lot of concussions, man. I'm surprised they still let you play football. No, I did not play football. I think you're just messing with me, but yeah, so the first concussion I got, I was a kid and I was doing a wheelie, and I had thought I mastered bunny hopping, and I think I was about 5. And so I'm riding hauling ass, and I go to jump a curb. My back tire doesn't clear it, and so it hits it in midair, and then I fling around and smack my head right on the concrete, knocking myself out. Now the kid that was with me was so afraid he was going to get hurt that he just left me there. So I sat in the sun for probably an hour, and I woke up and I was like, I was so messed up, I threw up. I went home, and the first thing I did was go to sleep. Now you guys got to imagine this was back in 1983. So, and then I went to sleep on top of it. So that was my first concussion. And then my second one, I mean, after that first concussion, my behavior starts going down the drain. So then I'm like, you know what? I think I can jump. I think I can jump off this deck with my big wheel. If you guys don't know what a big wheel is, it's a big tire in the front and 2 in the back. And so I have my friend help me, and I start pedaling really fast, and I ride off our deck and hit my head. I hit my head so hard on a rock that I had a lump that was like Looney Tunes. Seriously, it was like about an inch off my forehead. I still have the scar to this day, and a lump there from it. It's not a really big one, but if you were to look at it, I can't remember there's about 4 there that I don't really remember. They're not really that bad. It's like me doing a wheelie and then falling on the cement and hitting the back of my head, not really hard, but enough to where it hurt. And then coming to find out that that's probably the worst place to hit your head is the back of your head. And I did that about 7 or 8 times, depending. And then when I got older, I was drinking at a party, and I went to go step up on a curb, and I tripped and slipped and hit my head right on the corner of a tailgate, knocking myself out cold. Yeah, just bad luck. What? He's just left you. Yeah, dude. You don't even know. Like, here's the funniest part. I didn't even remember this until I was about 27 years old. I was sitting there, and I was meeting with a doctor, and he was like, you're showing all kinds of signs of issues here. And he asked me if I'd ever hit my head, and I was like, yeah, I hit my head a bunch of times. I didn't really think, hey, that's serious, you know. And at the time, the doctor really didn't say anything to me. It's not like he was like, "Oh yeah, well you need to take care of that. We need to get you on some medicine or something." I think that they know that there's no cure for it, so he was just like, "Oh no, you're fine. Just keep working. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. You seem normal to me. You're completely healthy, although, you can barely read sometimes, and then other times you can read. We're talking crazy shit here. I mean, we're talking insane stuff." you know yeah. And then now, I mean, if you were to go back to 2012, I'd have to actually get a calculator to calculate it, but If you go back to 2012, same shit. Yeah, same stuff. 2012, I'm actually, I say mentally I was the best I could be, and then if you compare and look at my videos and how I think, it's been what, since 2012. It hasn't been that long. Was it? Is that 7 years? Is it 7 years? Let me see. 2012 minus from 2019. 7 years, yeah, okay. So 7 years ago, my this head injury has gotten so bad that I leave my water in the front room, and I don't remember where I put it, and I go back out there and I go, "Oh, I need my water." But, thank God at least I can still think enough to at least do something, a hobby. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but eventually I'm going to require medications, to help me, because I've already lost the ability to sleep naturally, which is horrible. And I mean, I don't like bringing up my own personal stuff with people, but I mean, I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. It's just bad luck. And I mean, I've told my son, like, he has a helmet, pads. I'm like, hey, don't mess around ever. If you hit your head, you need to do something about it. You need to go immediately to a doctor. Yeah, it gets worse because everywhere your brain got hit from either from the skull or from smashing into the skull, starts to become gray tissue, and that scar tissue starts to build up, meaning you start losing, stuff. Like well, I'll just tell you, like, the best way to put it is I'm losing a lot of sensations. My taste is going, my hearing's getting really bad, which could be from doing construction as well. But yeah, I think you get what I'm saying though. Uh, hey, how come that didn't place downward? There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's horrible, man. I actually, my stepfather used to make fun of me and insult me all the time, which is probably why when people do it to me, on Xbox and stuff, why I get so pissed off. Or if I'm on here, why I get so upset. Okay, so I'm curious if I could build this and will it work. Okay, that's not right. It's got to be like this. Yeah, well, I mean, so I'm just gonna say I'm there, and I'm just absolutely not smart. Honestly, my self-esteem's really low. People, are constantly telling me there's nothing wrong with me. I'm completely normal. As a human being, I'm completely fine. There's nothing wrong with me. What it really comes down to is that they don't want to accept that there's something wrong with them. Seriously. Like my parents, they don't want to accept that there could possibly be, that. So if I have issues, then they must have issues. So therefore, it's much easier just to go, oh, he doesn't have problems. He just needs to learn better. And it just doesn't work that way. You can't shut that off, but it does explain a lot of stuff, honestly, a lot of things that had happened to me. Okay, so updates don't really work at all, do they? I think that this needs to be here. Yeah, that's correct. We'll watch this thing fight and see who wins. And this repeater's like, no, I'm winning. No, you're winning. No, I'm winning. Nope, you're winning. Nope, I'm winning. Epic battle of the century. Yeah, you know the worst part about it, honestly, I mean, if you really want to know what's the worst part about it, is that nobody in my family wants to acknowledge that I actually have, you know, brain damage. I mean, that there's no other way to put it. I have brain damage, and you know, and so, you know, my father's sitting there telling me there's nothing wrong with me my whole life. Oh no, don't worry about it. I could tell him now. I could be like, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up, honestly dying, and I'm not shitting you. It's not it's life threatening because it can affect your respiratory system. So I mean, I'm just lucky to be alive, honestly. But you just think about it for a sec. Just think about what I'm saying. And I think if you think about it for just one sec, you'll start going, you know. So because my dad doesn't want to, feel like he's, um, inferior. He doesn't want to acknowledge that I have, you know, serious health issues going on. That's the worst part about it for me. He does not want to acknowledge it, and it just pisses me off. I barely even go over there to see him. It's kind of like having somebody say that they don't believe, you know, they don't believe you. They don't believe you. They don't trust you. Some terrible shit. Yeah, but it's also dark shit that people don't want to hear. Nobody wants to hear about how that is. Nobody wants to hear, you know, nobody wants to hear that stuff. Nobody wants to hear like how realistic it is. Okay, so this world I actually started converting over, and then I was like, hey, I should just make this world bigger. And so I expanded the borders, and then guess what happened? It deleted my version 3 elevator on here. So I was kind of pissed off about that because I had gone through here and converted a lot of this stuff. Yeah, it's crazy if you think about that. This is so old, this elevator. I think it's actually version 3, I think. Is it version 3? No, this is version 2. Yeah, it just doesn't have the 2 buttons in it. So I'm kind of curious that these are one-tick elevators. And I'm kind of curious if it will... if it will give me the full speed. Or if I can get the full speed, so this will give me exactly 1 tick's delay. Yeah, unfortunately, you got to get rid of this to adjust the timing on this circuit. I actually still don't understand why. Yeah, so that's supposed to be like that. We can keep the redstone torch. Yeah, so when you lose the ability to sleep naturally, it just means that you'll just stay up till you start hallucinating, which is pretty much what killed most of the, I'll say, is a professional, it's like the guy that got on the freeway, and he was tripping so bad that he drove his car to like 120 miles an hour and head on into traffic, which is crazy, like head on the freeway, killing himself almost instantly, and the people that he hit. And he was tripping so hardcore from the same injury. And I mean, people are still like, they still expect, football players to be like you couldn't pay. If I knew that I could possibly, with 1 or 2 bad hits, if I knew that I was going to possibly be, messed up the rest of my life, I don't think I would do it. No way. My phone just completely crashed, lol. I'm back now. Okay. Well, you missed a bunch of my complaints. Holy moly. That didn't work out all the way it's supposed to. Okay. I think... Oh, I don't have this hooked up. Oh, man. That's... yeah. So these are on 1 tick, which is correct. I still think a 1 tick elevator is just a little too fast. Yeah, I think a 1 tick elevator is too fast. Yeah, one tick elevator is still a little too fast for this. I will say, let me see here. So I need a yellow block and some redstone. I think that this needs to be on 2 ticks delay, and this one needs to be on. Is it none? Yeah. Oh, I actually have access to it there. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, that's supposed to turn off. Excuse me. Okay, let me get access to this. So this is going to give us a 4 ticks delay between one side and the other, which I think we're going to see here when I hit this button. Yeah, one side is going up a hell of a lot faster than the other. Let me see here. So yeah, why isn't that staying off? It's a latch gate. I'm all messing around with Cube Hamster's oldest elevator. Okay, this is on 4. This is on 2, was it? Let's go ahead and move it back to what it was. Because I know it works. It just might have some redstone problems going on. Oh my god, my Wi-Fi just turned so bad, lol, lagging so much. That's not good, man. Yeah, so I guess to finish the story without being like, I don't know, I don't even know what I should say about it, but without being a jackass or complaining, because that's not what I'm trying to do, is make this into some sort of complaint, is that it's been a pretty effed up situation from pretty much the get-go, you know, getting head injuries. You know, it's like, you know, nobody said, hey, why don't you, you know, you ever thought about, you know, maybe, you ever thought about like wearing a helmet? Back in the day, they didn't. You were a coward if you had a. You know, I mean, it was like, you know, you're wearing a helmet. You know, why the hell are you wearing a helmet? You know, are you handicapped or something? I'm not kidding either, but yeah, this is crazy. I'm actually surprised that this does not work on here. There really isn't anything going by and touching pistons except for like right here. And even that is kind of, as you can see, isn't, you know, that's crazy. Anyway, CMBs should work. Let's see if it goes up and stays up. I have it on the slower speed. What's up with this shadow right here? You guys seeing that? What the hell? Why is there a shadow right there? So I think that this one will work on its top speed. It does on the PC. Yeah, on the PC, this thing screams. It's like a rocket. It just has really bad animation, which, you know, could be fixed. I don't know necessarily with this circuit, but it would make it a lot bigger. This thing's gonna be like super fast. Yeah, it's still a little too fast for console, or you know, for Windows 10. So if you have it on 2 ticks, this basically makes it about the same speed as my elevator, honestly. And I mean, but you can increase the speed. So that's probably where I'm going to say that my circuit isn't quite as good as the one that CMB originally did back in, was it 2010? 2010. Nice repeater snake. Oh, you like that? Yeah, I put it on there to give you more time because, you know, this thing just kind of ripped. You know, it would just be like, so I was like, I want a lot of time on it. But it used to be different back in the, you know, back in the day. It was different. So this one should be, it should be not super fast, but it should be enough to where you don't get thrown out. Oh, okay. Well, CMB's is not going to work on here, unfortunately. Have you guys seen that mine? It's just really weird, honestly. It's always been strange. Like, the circuit I'm using isn't really any different, but you can see that it's... oh, wait a minute. I was flying. I was in fly mode. And it didn't stay up, and that's because this needs to be swapped out with a dropper. Dropper and a hopper. Dang it. Okay. This one's really super easy to fix. You just do this. Actually, yeah, that's fine. It should be fine. Did I put a... I did put a thing in there. Okay. Okay, so version 2. Yeah, this is my version 2 elevator. I made this back in like 2011 or something. 20... See if it works. Ooh, I got kicked out. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. There's one more patch this thing needs. It's actually right here. You need to get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, it just needs to be a single... Yeah, you'll see here when I retract it that piston has to be... Yeah, that piston has to be getting powered way before you should actually need to. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah. There you go. Just a couple of fixes there to some timing adjustments, and this thing works like a champion. Like a champion. Like the Excalibur. I don't think that this works. I had this thing working pretty good as far as a zipper elevator. It doesn't work on here no more. Yeah, it is very difficult to get that thing to lift you. None of these will work either. They all need to be patched, which I'm not going to patch them. I think that they work on PC, but there's no reason to go through and redesign them. See, this one can be fixed as well. I just need to take we can go ahead and just take out the old... Yeah, I just need to take this out. I actually don't remember the patch on this necessarily. I think the patch was to get rid of that piston, keep the timings the way they are, and then it was to make the dropper flop here. And then I'm just going to stick this on the top side of it. And then, let's see, was it... I could have swore I actually was able to do a repeater here on the other one. This comes through, does that. Okay, that's the input block, so I would need... Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's right. So, you put that there and this. There we go, and then we need to change that, make sure that that repeater's out of there. Go down, damn it. There we go. So for this one, you got to get rid of the repeater altogether and then block off the area. There we go. This should be good to go now. Whoa, what the hell was that? I hit the button and it did a double pulse. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. So you hit the button and it comes through here. Okay, who cares? As long as it works. Yeah, this one's nice and smooth, huh? It works a hell of a lot better than that super high speed one. Which I'm surprised the high speed one works, but you know, yeah, that doesn't make no sense. Yeah, it seems like it works to me. It's a little bit slower than flying up, but you know. I think it's crazy if you think about this for 1 second that this map was not modded and I hand made it. Seriously, it was made by hand. Let's see, the GR8 is here. Have a good night. Good luck. Re-preparating. Alright, thanks for joining, Sash. Catch you next time. Well, that was weird. Yeah, this one won't work neither. I am kind of curious about some stuff, like this door should not work on here. It will not work. Yeah, and it's because you cannot monostable a piston. But let's see, because this is actually a different version. Yeah, this won't work right here because, yeah, block updates don't work, so most of this door breaks. So we don't want to even open that. This has the old Fallout door, which does not work either. Yeah, this door is not going to work. Yeah, it won't work. Sounds like it's got an issue. That's weird. The thing's like, it's like just randomly moving. Okay, I have a clock on this. Why the hell do I have a clock on here? Why in the hell is there a clock on this thing? That is crazy. I don't know what the hell why I have a clock on here. Very strange. Yeah, that's very weird. What the hell do I have a clock on there? Yeah, I don't want to open this up, but I'm pretty sure it will work. Okay. Pretty much everything on this is busted except for like this stuff. This shouldn't be broken. Yeah, it doesn't use anything. It doesn't have like a monostable or anything, but this should have retracted. So the pistons get automatically connected, which means that's not going to work. Crazy. Yeah, it didn't even look like it ever even extended. That's because everything's getting double powered. That's crazy. So that doesn't work on here no more either. I'm gonna have to fix that too. This doesn't look like it works at all. It looks like it works. It's just something's not up to specs here. What is that? That light. Okay. Yeah, this won't work either because it uses a block update to get this to extend. And why the hell isn't that extending? Oh, because the stairs didn't get fully extended over. Okay, what else is busted on this? It's just a repeater in there. The repeater should get through. As long as there's no redstone, this should have actually worked. Could be maybe it needs less. And then I don't know. I mean, I know that works. That works correctly. So if you want to do 2 pistons, one piece of redstone will work. So why didn't this? That shouldn't extend. Why is that extending it? So it connects automatically to the piston, but it also connects... Okay, let me see this here. So a piece of redstone in normal Minecraft would... So it looks like there's more to it than that. So if you have a piston here... Let's get a piston. You have a piston, you want to power the piston, it automatically straightens it out, but it also powers in both directions. Is that what we're looking at here? Yeah. Okay. So basically what happens here is that this is going to act like a normal piece of redstone, except for it's also going to activate the piston, which that kind of a rule just kind of fucks everything up. It does extend everything, but this right here, I don't know why the hell it's not extending. It should be. I think it used to use a block update there. So that's not going to extend anymore. Yeah, because this piston... Yeah, this should have worked. I don't get that. That should have extended. Even with the timing there. Okay, and then that never flipped over, and I think it's because this needs to be a repeater. So let's try it again. Yeah, that one was instant. This one didn't even move. Yeah. If we do it like this, though, let's see. Okay. Well, I just need to find another way to power that down there. I guess you could do... shit, how the hell could you power that? It's such a good design, too. It uses horizontal butting as also to make it compact. So, I didn't think that this would ever break. Um... Hmm. Could try. No, that won't work either because it has to be a focused. So the redstone down there is actually going to be what hampers this. So I mean, let's see. If you need this to drop, let me see here. Go ahead and flip it over, and it doesn't extend up either. And this one's still busted. Let's try that. Wow, that is so busted. It's okay. It doesn't need to work on here because I'm not going to be doing much. But at least this knowing that just because the line is going that way doesn't mean that it doesn't actually power that way. Which is kind of weird if you think about it. What it needs to do is it needs to do this. It needs to basically do that and have the blob, and then and still show that like right here is getting powered and here is getting powered. Yeah, because this doesn't make any sense if if all you got to do is just basically have the redstone here, and then it will still power through power a block next to it. Doesn't make any sense. What we got going there is it powers this block as well. But you can see that right here it's not doing it. Yeah, this block gets powered. Yeah, that's crazy. So this piston still gets powered through the block. That doesn't make any sense in just that fashion. So let me see. So we have redstone here, and then we have a piston here. We have two pistons, and then there's a block here, and then that piston gets powered as well. Okay, why does that work, but... Yeah, what the F? Okay, I'm finally back. I think my Wi-Fi is back to normal. So I was looking at this and how it's broken. It uses block updates, so yeah. So it can't actually lift that piston up. Now something that could be done would be to do that and then half slab this. I don't know if it will still activate it, but I'm gonna try it. Let's see. So slab. We'll go slab there, and then we'll go like that, and then I would have to slab this as well. Dang it. Okay, the slab doesn't allow it to go through unless it goes down. And it had a torch on it, so that's not going to work. Yeah, I was thinking if I put a slab there, then the power from there could go up, but you actually don't want the power from there going up. Yeah, this is absolutely busted. Yeah, I mean it kind of works, but the timings are all screwed. Yeah, and then this doesn't get updated for some reason correctly. Yeah, it should have perfect timing. I mean, I could. Yeah, it should have perfect timings. I mean, I'm looking at it and it looks like it should have perfect timings. Like this goes through and then extends that, but because there's no block updating, it actually needs power where I'm actually putting a block in order to lift this, and then so it's not ever getting swapped over all the way. Crazy. Yeah, something as simple as, I mean, and this, and when I say simple, this is super simple. This is like the simplest it could be, and then even this being simple. I mean, it's just literally using timings. I didn't use any block updates or anything. It's just, it's ridiculously over-engineered. It does not need to be this big. And you can see that it, yeah, it's absolutely ridiculously over-engineered. And it's getting left out almost like a monostable. I actually am kind of tripping on that. Let's actually see this again. Yeah, look, these didn't even get activated. It's because of horizontal butting. This would normally extend it. Yeah, but it can't extend it, which would mean I'd have to get the power from here, and then I think that would leave it out. Just curious. Yeah, it almost did its thing. This uses a dual edge monostable, so none of these things are getting hit with the dual edge monostable, so they can't flop over. Yeah, so this stuff right here, I mean, this stuff's it's just, you know, it's like trying to relearn how to ride a bike that's backwards. So I would say that I don't see myself using that anytime soon. This one might be, it uses the same kind of update here, so I don't think it will work, but we'll see. Yeah, it uses the same update there, so it does switch over. It just, one side doesn't hook up here. Actually, two sides. This one's actually almost identical as far as the circuit goes for the double wide. Where's the double wide? Yeah, this one's a single. Oh no, this is the double. Wow, I'm tripping. Where's the single wide version of this? Yeah, that should have extended. So it's definitely not getting enough time there. That's crazy. Not getting enough time. Yeah, that's a damn shame right there. Because, yeah, that shit's easy. I mean, it's so damn easy right there. That's crazy. Anyway, okay, so that doesn't work. I can pretty much scratch all of this shit off. I think this one might actually work. I think. Yeah, this one might. Yeah, this one should have worked because it doesn't use anything that you know, like you can see the way everything's hooked up. It's all using redstone. Everything's manually powered, so this thing's like solid as a rock. So yeah, so this one works. I'm gonna actually start putting gold blocks by some stuff. Okay, so this works. These don't matter if they work or not. I do know that this should still work. Yeah, it's just supposed to be an escape. It's supposed to be an escape hatch. This may not work. It looks like it works. Yeah, it pushes it. So the track swapper works. This should work because it uses the same principles as. Just uses. Oh, this is actually not working. Why is that not working? Yeah, monostables don't work. So something as simple as a block swapper doesn't work. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at this thing. That shit's busted. That thing's busted all the hell, huh? Okay, so this works. I'm really surprised at what works and what doesn't work. Let's see, I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, it will not work. Oof. That's crazy. Some of my favorite shit. This is like some of the coolest shit I think I ever built. It's like the smallest, pointless thing you could ever do, and crazy. And look at this thing. Why is there an item frame in it? Doesn't make any sense. All these things that use block updates are just going crazy. This thing just makes a big ass clock. broken. Yeah, pretty much any block update that you'd want to use does not work on here. That just, I don't understand why they, like, at what point do they think anybody's going to want to play this? A normal block swapper doesn't work. A turbocharged block swapper doesn't work. I'll say this probably doesn't work either, the floor to ceiling block swapper. Okay, well this one works. Look at how big it is though. So I'm going to say that I think that they're going to have to update this because it's... Yeah, like, this one works. Like, only the classic stuff that was built before block updates works. Back in CMB Minecraft days. T flip-flop. Should work. This one's a falling edge. Look at that. It didn't even lift the piston. That's crazy. Yeah, it just basic logic works. So literally this is basically to go all the way back in time. Holy shit. Scrap that one off the list. And then this one definitely because it uses a block update and it uses a monostable. Ain't never gonna work. Yeah, there you go. Busted. This uses the same principle. Yeah. So that doesn't work. Let's see, does this work? Yeah, broken. What else breaks? It's kind of funny looking at my original block swapper. I'm not even going to activate it because I know it's going to break. Yeah, look at this. It's completely busted. I didn't even have to come over here and it's broken. Let's see, what about this? Broken. Yeah, broken. Let's see. I don't even see where the input is on this thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because that doesn't work. Holy shit, that's broken. I'm glad I have this world on another map. That'll never work again. Corner wall swapper. Nope. It looks like it actually needs an immovable block, which kind of defeats the purpose of it. It does work with the immovable block there. What the hell? That repeater is never going to get powered, so... Oh, that's right. Immovable objects it needs. But what is this repeater doing here? Because it's not powering shit. Looks like it's been put the wrong way. Yeah, this isn't getting powered by nothing. The hell? Doesn't make no sense. Wow, the timings on this are so messed up. It's hard to believe like how far or how long ago. None of this stuff's gonna work. I mean, this will work right here, just because I mean, yeah, it just uses a simple mechanic, but yeah, the bottom doesn't get retracted. Yeah, so there's another problem. This uses block updates. So does this, so it won't get extended. That makes it one taller than it has to be. I don't even know if I want to even try this. I think it's just going to bust. Yeah, it uses a one tick, so it can't work. Yeah, it can't work. I know the good guy door will work because it uses basic logic. I don't think that this good guy door will work though. It uses yeah. See, it won't reactivate because this is a bud and it doesn't work. Yeah, why would they do this? It doesn't make any freaking sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Here's my bigger version of a good guy door. The two wide. This should still work because it just uses basic end gate logic. This is CMB's 4x4, I think. Or no, this is somebody else's. I don't think it'll work though because some of the redstone is automatically connected. Well, I guess I could try it. I mean, this is not supposed to touch that piston, so it's not going to work. Yeah. This 3x3 doesn't work. Yeah. It's funny, it actually can't work is the thing, because it doesn't use, like, the only way you could make it work would be if I was to, see here, yeah, I'm going to say right now, like, unless it's an elevator, I'm not going to waste my time on this, because at least I know the elevator doesn't use any of that weird shit. So, but this doesn't power that, which it should. I mean, even if it's, because it's touching it, but it doesn't allow you to power it because block updates don't work. Yeah, and then this would need to get another power source, which I can't even think right now how we used to do it from back in the day, how you'd power this other piston. I think you would go like this, basically. Like that. Yeah, it works. You get a gold sticker. Yeah, it's actually pretty depressing. I'll say that I'm not in any way feeling like I would want to do this, Yeah. I think that the timings on this is screwed. You got... Yeah, this isn't going off at the right time, and I don't even think it's getting powered, honestly, by this torch. That worked. That worked. So the torch has to be directly above it. That's crazy. Okay. Don't think this will work neither. Yeah, I don't even think I want to even try this. Yeah, it didn't extend shit. That should actually detect. This is a piece of sand. Eh. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, why didn't that extend? That's very weird. It's okay. We don't need it. We don't need it. This shouldn't work either because this kind of, I'll say hipster doesn't work anymore. It just breaks. So that hipster's not going to work. This won't work. You can already tell because it uses block updates. So that's busted. CMB Minecraft store. This has been broken since forever. So we can't really do anything with that. Where is the monostable on this though? Where the hell is the monostable? I think it's built into it right here. Yeah, this gives you the 1 tick. Yeah, that won't work. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing here that works. I think out of this entire section with the way redstone is, we have 1 staircase that works, 1 fallout door, and yeah, it requires you seeing a redstone block, which kind of sucks. So like, yeah, and then I'd have to go like that to get that to work. And then you'd have to put that there. So it ends up ruining it, and then you have to have something on top of this. And then that doesn't detect updates anymore because that doesn't work. So you can't have a torch anymore. So you can't have any secret activating torch keys. It has to literally just be a line. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not too impressed with this, honestly. I think it's pretty shitty. And I'll say that I can say right now that, you know, like, unless it's my elevator, I don't see myself working on this because there's too much shit that, you know, you'd have to fix. Too much. Yeah, there's too much stuff you have to fix. Like, it's completely made redstone absolutely... Oh, I didn't put any redstone there, huh? It makes redstone, yeah, like, something as simple as that doesn't retract. Because it uses this as a block update to retract it, which would mean you'd have to add on a whole nother circuit underneath it to grab them back. Which is crazy if you think about it. Yeah, something as simple as a staircase like that is become so complicated that it's almost not worth doing. Yeah, I'd have to add on like a whole nother row of torches and then have them on a monostable just to do something as simple as that. I mean, and back when I made this, it wasn't very good. You know? I mean, like that staircase, it could be done a hell of a lot better than that, honestly. But I wanted to just use torches. Okay, so so that works. I probably should put a gold block by it, but I know that the elevators work. Just the version 5 doesn't. This one does not. Oh yeah, half the shit got cut in half here. Yeah, half the stuff got cut in half. because it's yeah. This isn't this world got screwed up. It's really crazy. If you look at it, how small the 360 looks. I mean, this was the 360 version, and you can see I can see the entire thing because it's at 80 chunks or something like that. That's crazy. All right, so that's that map. So yeah, as far as like little stuff, I'm gonna have to go through and say, you know, does not work. But I think I put the dates on most of the stuff. So yeah, I put the dates on most of the stuff. Um, see here. This is the original worlds, but I'm not gonna touch any of the stuff. Yeah, this is the original world. Yeah, this one has the. This one should actually work as is, because it uses the dropper or the T flip flops, not monostables. So version 3 should work. I still think it's crazy that me, my wife, and about 8 friends sat here placing blocks for almost a whole day, which it was 1,800,000 blocks just for the to stick one layer of sand, or sorry, one layer of sandstone, which didn't change the biome. You know, it didn't change the biome. It actually didn't. I mean, it got rid of friendly mobs, which, you know, yeah, it got rid of friendly mobs, but anyway. I'm surprised it kept my inventory. Did it really keep my inventory? Let's see. Yeah, it did. Look at that. Kept my inventory. Everything's in the wrong side, but yeah, it's still there. That's crazy. So version 3 elevator, as long as it's got the items in it. Yeah, as long as it's got the items in it, it should be ready to go. Okay, so version 3, we're just going to go up to the top floor. See that that worked. Excuse me. Is this 3? Yeah. Yeah, so super simple design. Yeah. See, does it stop on the way down? It did not stop on that floor though. Let's try bringing it back up. Oh, that's right. You hit down to call it up. This kind of T flip-flop doesn't look like it works. That doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't it work? Why is that not working? You guys, can you guys tell me why that's not working? I mean, you guys just see me hit it, right? That it doesn't work when you hit the button from here. It doesn't work when you hit the button from here, but when I hit it from here, it works. It is active, so it should stop on the way down now. Actually, it's not active. It's actually the opposite of active. This doesn't actually work anymore. So you have to put a... That's why it wasn't working. Okay. Has to have a block on it, so I'll go ahead and add that on there. Has to have a block to power it. Is there any more stuff here? Nah, this is all good. Okay. Alright, so you hit the down button. Goes down and stops on that floor. Well, that was weird. Why did that happen? Okay, I swapped this out for the old type. It needs to have this here. Yeah, you can't have that like that. It's got all the stuff. I think what's wrong with it is that you have to set the floor, and I forgot how to do it. Yeah, this thing's, what it is it's just, it's on the wrong position. There we go. That'll fix it. Okay, and then we hit down to us by hitting up. That didn't work. Okay, I hit that button, it comes across, sends the signal into here. Oh, this kind of T flip-flop doesn't work, does it? It should. It works. And this isn't a block update anymore. So okay, with that down, this should be activated. What the hell? Yeah, that is not activating it. So I guess we could switch it over to the dropper that does work. I mean, I mean, out of all the things that I thought would not, this is not the thing that I thought would be fucking up. I mean, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, it just makes it smaller. Yeah, we can just, I can either put the map back in here, or I can just do this. And that'll do everything we want it to do. I'm surprised that was doing what it was doing. It doesn't make any sense. This one's working, or at least it looked like it was working. Let's get rid of it. And then that will give us enough room for that, which means we will no longer need. Yeah, that works. Doesn't need to be a sword now. It adds a tick of delay, though. Yeah, I can't believe that even something as simple as this, because of the way they have it, requires a timing change. And I mean, you will no longer need that. Yeah, and then this doesn't even matter. I mean, I know I had it like this at some point. I think it was like that. And then you just get the extra signal strength, and it gives you less delay. So I guess I would want to use a sword. Let's see, sword. Where's the garbage? There it is. Garbage sword. Okay. Let's try that now. I think that yeah, the top doesn't even have to be hooked up. I don't know why I thought, hey, let's put that there. It does not need it. Like you don't even need this here. You can just literally take the power from the elevator itself like this. And we can do this. Technically could do it on all floors, but so that one you don't ever have to hit the upper button now. So when it goes up, it'll just automatically lower. Ooh, that did not stop. Weird. Seemed like this didn't work neither. Yeah, that still works. Very weird. Yeah, you hit the up button and it's not actually activating this. Oh, whoa, I have two in here? Oh, okay, that explains it. Sword must have fell into it from up there. Very weird. Yeah, I would say we could probably do the same here. We could just literally take... you know, it doesn't matter. This is fine. When did Minecraft become so technical? It's always been like this for me. But it's absolutely broken on here. So it's absolutely busted. That didn't get reset. I hit the down button and it did not reset it for some reason. Yeah. Very weird. Okay, so I basically went and stopped on floor 2. And I went up, which did reset the floor on this one. And then I hit that to go down. Stopped on that floor and then hit the and then hit the down button and it did not reset the floor. Yeah, this should have reset it. What the F? Why is that not working? The redstone came down and definitely connect with it. See, so this comes through here and resets all of this stuff, but it does not reset the floor. That seems like a serious design flaw that I wouldn't have missed. I think that's why this is here. So this comes through here, it resets that. It should activate this as well at the same time. Yeah, this should be the reset for the purple circuit. Yeah, it's powering through, so that should reset it. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Yeah, that should reset. When this is here, the power comes through and it powers through into here and then should reset because it activates this as well. I guess I could just make it automatic. Doesn't seem like it's working at all. And is that why? Because it's only powering one? See here. So yeah, that door is definitely not being reset, except for when you hit the up button. The F? That's crazy. It's okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and do this. See here, let me take it down to that floor. I don't know if this will work, but let's see. Nope. It would have to be it would have to be from the T flip-flop, which is not that hard of a thing to do. Okay, so when this turns on, yeah, it should be on now, so I need to invert it again, so two ticks of delay should be okay. So I call it down to me. Those are like right at the same time. Let's actually see. Sucker's fast though. Just pushes you straight out. Let's see why. That one seemed to be delayed. Let's see what's going on there. Doesn't look like anything's going on there. I think even if I made it with one less tick, go. Just needed a little bit more. It needed to be a little faster. There we go. It's not really. I'll say that it worked the way that it was before, but it didn't seem like the inputs were working correctly. That's very strange. Uh, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna wait a while, and hopefully they'll add some stuff or remove some stuff. Because I can tell you right now, this whole piston thing, there's no reason to play. Like, why would you want to play Minecraft like this? It doesn't even make sense. Like, the stuff before that I learned doesn't make sense, but this really doesn't make any sense. What the hell? Did you see that? Oh, I see what's going on. This is a block update, so occasionally the torch turns on. That's pretty funny. Yeah, these won't ever work. Yeah, I mean, all the updates people have done, all the little compacting things, you can't use any of them. And if you wanted something as simple as this, you'd have to just basically have a button hidden on the other side to get it to work. Yeah, we already seen that that doesn't work unless you do some serious rerouting. Do that. Come around here. Like that. I think it works. Oh, and you gotta replace this with a redstone block. Yeah, I could say that every redstoner that I know is not playing Windows Minecraft. They're probably still playing the old one, but because nobody wants to play it, I'm gonna say yeah, that's crazy. It's ridiculous. Okay. So it looks to me like the only things that actually works are my elevators and Bed Wars or something. Let's see, I must have missed some stuff. You should play some Hypixel Bed Wars or something. Yeah, I will mess around. Well, you know, it's funny. I already have done that. Like, whoa, what is up with this world right here? You guys seeing this? It's like a tornado came by. Are you seeing this? One of them tornadoes came by and ate all my map. That's crazy. What the hell happened here? Are you seeing this? That's a trip. Yeah, what the F? The other strange part is that it should all be dirt. It shouldn't actually have these edges here. That's crazy, dude. And I'm supposed to fill all this in? When did this even happen? Like, there's some shit that's, it's like, hey, I'm just gonna hit this button. I'd say that this is probably the most disappointing thing, is that you can't do a sand hipster. Because if you can't do a sand hipster, then... So now for the final test. Did they actually even fix... Did they fix redstone lock? It sure looks like it. Back in the day, if you did this, you would see all kinds of bad shit going on. Let's speed it up. And yeah, it does look like they fixed it though. Yeah, I go, how do you miss that? You know, how do you break redstone completely? And then instead of going, hey, you know what people are, why they're upset? It's because the guy you paid to do your game, to do the game, uh, messed it up. And so they punish the redstone community for the game being shitty. That's pretty funny. Well, it's pocket edition and blah blah blah. Yeah. Nope. I think something as simple as this should work. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that to me this seems like pre-beta shit. Because I mean, I can tell you right now that the way we used to have to do these 2x2 doors was hell of complicated. Um, which let's see here. Yeah, this will probably be my last video on this. Seriously, I don't think I wanna mess around with it. Coming up on 2 hours here. Yeah, I think looking at this, I'm gonna wait until people start saying, "Hey, they made Redstone work again." And once I hear that, I might actually try. I might actually try to do something, but yeah. But not being able to do something like a 4x4 door at all, you can't do anything with it. I mean, there's zero. You can't do anything. And then why is that updating? Because all of those are connected to it. That's crazy. That's just funny. Yeah, this got pushed down. Like I said, it makes it seem like, like they're doing you a favor on one hand, but then on the other, it's just like, why would anybody want this? It's like every tutorial online, you can't trust it. You can't go, it's literally got to say Windows 10 or Pocket Edition, or you're screwed. Yeah, there's so much shit wrong with it. Seriously. Yeah, this uses monostables here. Those monostables can no longer be used. And then you're supposed to get your power inverted, which it just makes everything so much bigger. It's unnecessarily big, I'll just say. Yeah, look at that. If you wanted to do something like this, you can't even run it. Like, how are you supposed to power these? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it makes no sense. Why would redstone automatically connect? It shouldn't automatically connect. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'll wait until somebody says, "Oh, hey, yeah, it works." It works again. Silly. I think that I don't remember whose this is, but I think it works. I don't think it'll work on here because you can't hipster. Yeah, you can't slide in another block anymore. Yeah, you can't slide in another block, so that won't work no more. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm gonna say I'm not gonna do any more videos on this unless somebody actually requests something. But I'm gonna say right now that I'm not gonna make a. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend hours trying to make a design that, I mean, in all reality, like, this is how easy a door is on PC. Seriously. Stuff like this just, nah, it's crazy. Craziness. Alright. Well, that's pretty much that. Look at some of the shit's just like absolutely busted. I don't actually understand why that would be even clocking. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. All right. So, what did we learn today? We learned that when you convert your world over to Windows 10, that it randomly doesn't load chunks and it eats half of your map. It eats it all up like a cookie monster does. Look at all this shit. It's just going crazy. Look at it. It's all going crazy. It's going crazy. Anything else going nuts? There's some more things going crazy. Yeah, something as small as this that just makes a nice little compact little staircase. You know, something as small as that, you know, just being destroyed because of they just don't want to do it the same. That's crazy. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Zero sense to me. Alright. All I can say is you better have a bunch of hoppers and droppers ready. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I know it wasn't very fun just watching me look at everything that doesn't work. But I'm going to go ahead and say that maybe one day it will work. But if not, I mean, I can actually take these worlds off of here. That's the good part. And I can put them on the PC. So I did convert them over to the X or to this, but my intention is to convert them over to Java Edition. Most of them. Some of them I don't really need, but I'd like to have like my original 6 high elevator tutorial. I'd like to have my original, um, you know, cathedral world. You know, that's pretty much up to date. Stuff like that. Uh, it looked ruined to me because the outside edge was all screwed up. But yeah, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, if you look at how many blocks were missing around the edge, it was quite a bit. I mean, it was a lot. Anyway, so unless they do something major to the redstone, for instance, like make it like it is on the PC, I couldn't see ever wanting to do anything other than an elevator on here, because at least I know that that kind of got passed, got kind of skipped because of the way that it works. I mean, when I made it with the intention of not using block updates because I thought maybe they would remove it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I guess it's a look at the past, right? Look at the past. And you guys have a good one.